I'm living with chronic illness and have discovered that when I've been feeling bad, a way to compensate is satisfying some desires. There's not so much problem, but I would like to stop this. To alleviate suffering in this moment, one can very naturally incline towards something else. And actually, it's very skillful sometimes to do this. For instance, if we're harboring some malicious thoughts and they just keep popping into our mind and we're really struggling with that, it can be very skillful to then divert the attention, read a Dhamma teaching or listen to a Dhamma talk or find something skillful to do, some good act to benefit somebody or oneself and reap the benefit of that. There can be skillful ways that we guide our minds, guide our hearts, but also we can notice when sometimes we're simply reaching out for some sense gratification in order to avoid some kind of suffering that's there for us. Feeling bad, it's so interesting, isn't it? What is feeling bad? So when I'm feeling bad, I don't want to be here. I don't want to have to feel this way. I want reality to be different. That is really the kernel of feeling bad. It's don't want. It's aversion. There can be so many flavors. Feeling sad, being in grief through loss, having had some kind of upset in our lives that's playing on our minds, or simply feeling depressed, unhappy, irritable, overwhelmed, and so forth. So many, many flavors. But when we are feeling bad, of course, the best thing we can do is to not turn away from ourselves at that time, not to neglect ourselves at that time, to actually listen and be present. And I find this kind of languaging around it to actually be quite helpful, because if we consider in this way, it's as if we're struggling here. There's a cry for help. If we can incline, then what I'm really pointing to is the opening of compassion, opening the heart towards this feeling bad. So we can be feeling bad, and at the very same time, we can have compassion for that painful feeling. So then there's an upwelling of compassion, of loving kindness. And when compassion and loving kindness come in, there's interest, there's a willingness to stay present and to observe what's happening. It's very common, natural in some ways, to reach out for some gratification, usually sense gratification, in order to stop feeling bad. But let's remember that there's always that possibility to bring up, in such moments, loving kindness, to bring up compassion. They're there for us. We just have to remember them. So let these qualities come into the picture, and then one can surround the painful feeling with a sense of well-wishing, supportive, resourced from within. And we can see how then, when we stay with the feeling bad, when we stay with unpleasant feeling, of course it changes, inevitably changes and passes away. Even however gradually that may happen, we can be very sure that change is happening. In short, the way to stop this turning away is to remember Karuna, remember Metta, bring them into the picture. And the more you bring them in, the more they grow.